There was a time in my life, like everyone else's life, when I was, shall we say, aware of how people saw me. You know, as you do when you're a teenager and then you grow up, you're even older, you're always saying, you know, how people see me, and you're on the telly, and, you know, oh, I hope people like me and all that stuff. And you are, in other words, you are looking for external approval, because that helps your insecurity. When I went through the extraordinary levels of ridicule that I went through in this country, in the 1990s particularly, it was a nightmare. I couldn't go down any place in Britain without being laughed at, ridiculed, all that stuff. And yet, what it did was clear me completely, or as much as I'm aware of that need for approval, of that, here we go, fear of what other people think of me. That's what it did. So many of the why me's, we really ought to ask. Why me? Why does it all happen to me? Great question. Why does it always happen to you? Because it's here that the power is. When we realize this is where the projection's coming from, then if we change this, the projection, the holographic physical experience, must change in line with the change in the projection, and therefore our life changes. But it don't change out there, it changes in here. And my experience of life now allows me to continue to take ridicule and abuse and all that stuff, but I don't give a damn anymore. I don't give a damn. It's changed my reality. There's a lot to be spoken for about worst nightmares, because so often they are our greatest gifts. Not always, but so often. And moving to another level of consciousness is moving our point of observation from within this holographic reality, this physical reality, this suppressed reality, into that level of reality that people experience in out-of-body experiences. From that perspective, this world looks totally different. If we can move our point of observation of this reality while we're still in it, then everything changes. Because the level of consciousness changes, and therefore the problems we wish to change and the things we don't like in this reality can change, because the level of consciousness is higher than those that created the problems. So it's moving our point of observation to another level, and then everything changes here. It can't otherwise. And it's interesting, when you look at these things, the astrological influences, the level or range of frequencies that we are accessing, which we call awareness, the energy fields that we have, the auric field, which then attracts to it what it's putting out, the life journey, the why me stuff, all of them have one thing in common. They all come from within. Not out there. There is no out there. It all come from within. What the manipulators want us to do, and constantly encourage us to do, is to look out there. As Gandhi said, you must be the change you want to see in the world. You must be, because you are the world, your world, and together the world. And therefore, when we change, the world changes. If we don't change, the world can't change, because the world is us and we are the world. What the manipulators want us to do is look out there. And one level is looking for someone to blame all the time when things go wrong in our lives. And I understand that. It seems like that sometimes. You're to blame, you're responsible, and what's that doing? It's saying, you have my power, you have my power, you have my power, because I haven't got control over my life, you have, because you're to blame. Therefore, you must have power over me. Giving power away. We do it all the time. When we go, hold on a second, how have I created this situation? How can I uncreate it? Now, where's the power gone? Thank you, I'll have it back. You're not to blame. I'm not even to blame. But I'm just using my knowledge now to change the reality I don't like, because I have the power, because I'm creating it. Therefore, you don't have power over my life. I have power over my life. Thank you very much. Completely different point of observation. Now I'll change my life, because you're not in control of it. I am. Luck. Luck, oh, I'm so unlucky. Why? Put it out, bring it back. You know, I've observed so many people, bloody hell, I've observed me bloody self through my life. When you see the same recurring thing, oh, I'm so unlucky, oh yeah. Why? Why? Power back, I'm in control. So, when we look out there, and this is what we're encouraged to do, it's like looking at a movie screen because you don't like the movie, i.e. your experienced reality, and starting to shout at the computer screen or at the movie screen. Oh, yeah, I don't like this movie. Change it. You're mad, mate. It's a bloody movie. It's a projection. You can't change it by shouting at it. It's your fault. The projection is back there, or behind there in this case. That's where it's coming from. So if you want to change the movie, mate, go and find the projector, and then this must change. You ain't going to change the movie by shouting at the sodding screen. But what do? Every day we shout at the sodding screen. Because we don't go to the projector, which is projecting it. Why? Because it's much easier to think it's someone else's fault. We talk about, people controlling and stuff like that. A few people can't control billions unless billions allow themselves to be controlled. Responsibility. Let's take it back here. We're holograms, projections. The whole world's a projection. It's us that is projecting it. It's a situation I call combing the mirror. If you want to comb your hair, you don't comb the mirror. Because it don't affect your bloody hair, because it's a reflection. If you want to change your hair, you comb your hair, and the mirror then reflects it. This physical reality is a mirror. And we're combing the mirror all the time. And then we say, my hair's not changing, I'm combing that mirror. This experienced physical reality is merely a reflection of that. We have the power. We just need to take it back from this level of division, apartness, can'tness, to isness, I amness. I am all that is, ever has been, and ever will be-ness. What a transformation that will make of this reality. And a part of this on a holographic level or energetic level is moving into the right brain. Not moving out of the left brain and boarding over the doors. We need that to function in this reality. But having this serve the higher reality instead of being the governor, dictating reality. And to do that, we need to start being at peace with this terrible crime of being different. If you don't want to be different, or you're not happy with expressing yourself as a unique expression of all that is, a unique point of observation within the infinite mind, then stay out of the right brain. And don't even think about transformation, because that part of us that wants not to express that uniqueness lives in there. That doesn't want uniqueness, it wants structure, conformity, rules. I like rules, I do, I love them. This wants to express uniqueness. This is me, I am free. I am a different expression of all that is. So are you, pleased to meet you. What do we say? Who are you? Oh, I'm a coal miner. Oh, I'm a journalist. Oh, I'm a 70-year-old person from Essex. No, that's what you're experiencing. Wouldn't it be great? Hello, nice to meet you. Who are you? I'm all that is having an experience. Also, am I? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. How you doing? All right. That's what we are. So it's starting to let go this fear of being different, this fear of being different to the norm. Oh, what will my mother say? Or what will the mates at work say? Or what if I do? Well, I tell you what, this is my view, just my view, okay? If they, mother, father, family, people at work, blokes down the pub, can't respect your right to express the full magnitude of who you are, Sodom, mate. Bloody hell. My friends, they try to make me conform. They're ever so good. Oh, really? And all this is blood thicker than water. No! No! Their families and parents and children and all that stuff, they can have great connections and have a wonderful relationship. But just because they're parents and children and sisters and brothers doesn't mean they necessarily do that. What we call brothers and sisters and all this stuff, they're holographic projections. That's what they are on this level. We are consciousness. They are consciousness. We're all one consciousness. It doesn't mean that one consciousness is more special or in relationship to another one. And so we have to conform to that one thinks because they're our parents. Sod that. Respect me, respect you. Everyone's a winner. Tell me to live the life you want me to lead on your bike, darling. This is what it takes to move out of suppression into freedom. And you're not kind of being horrible about it and saying, oh, horrible and that business. You're saying, if you can't respect my right to be who I am, then you're just going to have to move aside, because I am going to be who I am, whether you like it or not. You can respect it or you cannot respect it, support it or not respect it, but it's happening, because this is me. And it's amazing when you actually take these situations on, how other people around you actually do start to come towards you and say, okay, I see it. And if they don't, well, they don't. Fair enough. I'll see you on another dimension. We'll talk about it. No problem. We'll have one of them vibrational beers. Free your mind. Free your mind. I found this. I only found this morning. I only put these things together finally this morning. Funny enough, I'll just keep getting ideas in my head. And I found this one. Stop making excuses. That's absolutely a brilliant point.